This is Eyewitness News with live breaking news.
We begin with breaking news at 11 o'clock. A Christmas night shooting turns deadly in a Panorama City neighborhood. There is a large police presence and a large crowd gathered at the scene. This is along Cedros Avenue. The initial call came in just before 9 o'clock tonight. There were reports of several gunshots. A victim is dead at the scene. So far, there is no information on a possible suspect or what led up to the outbreak of violence. And developing tonight, the search has been called off for two missing fishermen in Palos Verdes. Family members seen earlier today picking through the wreckage of their boat. The men, said to be in their 50s, were reported missing after they went on a fishing trip Monday and never returned. Crews later found their boat washed up against the rocks and dangerous surf conditions across Southern California beaches. Today, the Coast Guard suspended their search after there was no sign of the fishermen.
It's terrible, and it's just, just wrong place, wrong time. Huge surf, last 3 days, some of the biggest surf around.
Lifeguards say they saw waves as high as 10 feet this week, and the surf was strong in the area they were fishing. Well, that strong surf could be with us for a while. With a first check on conditions tonight, let's check in with Shayla Gerard. And Shayla?
Yes, we're still going to see some of that high surf through the rest of the holiday week, especially for our Ventura County beaches. Now, west-facing beaches through LA, not quite as strong as what we saw earlier in the week, but still talking about waves 5 to 8 feet. And for our Ventura County beaches, look at this, still under a high surf advisory through the weekend. Waves possible 7 to 11 feet. So again, if you are going to be by the coast, just make sure you're observing from a safe distance as we head through the holiday weekend. All right, speaking of the coast, taking a live look from Santa Monica, very festive this evening. Temperatures for you in the upper 50s and clear skies. So not seeing quite as much cloud cover along the coast as we saw earlier, but inland spots still cool and cloudy conditions for you this Christmas. 58 for you in Van Nuys, Burbank coming in 53, just a tad cooler in Fullerton at 51, and Anaheim not quite to that 60-degree mark. You're at 57 this evening. Starting off tomorrow, cool and cloudy, but temperature is going to be pretty similar to what we saw out there today. 50s, cloudy skies, that sunshine, though, going to make an appearance by the time we get to noon with temperatures in the 60s. And then we do have a gradual warming trend as we head into the weekend. It's going to be a nice one. I'll break down the full forecast, but for now, David, I'll toss it back to you.
All right, Shayla, see you then. It was a festive Christmas across Southern California and around the world as Christians everywhere celebrated their most holy day. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo is live in Burbank with more on how the holiday was recognized here and abroad. Tim?
Good evening, David. These bright lights and the early morning presents, seemingly the most fun part of Christmas Day. But here in Southern California and truly around the world, this day was marked by new beginnings in more ways than one.